We got red tagged.
Oh, man.
Damn it. That's right. So I got my first and hopefully only red tag. I learned a shitload during this. Now, we were doing a lot of this work unpermitted. I am a brand new house flipper. The good news out of this is I learned a ton about what you actually need to do to get permits, and that it's actually favorable to do so. This is something that, obviously I feared, and anybody who's getting into house flipping, you fear, like, should I do these without permits? It's such a pain in the butt, right? You don't want the city up your butt the whole time, watching you do all this stuff. So I get it, you try and do these things. But if you want to see what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to call Hard Money Joe first. That's who you heard, because it's happened to him. I need to know, like, almost arm myself with some ammunition of like what I say, what I do in this situation. Then I got the business card from the red tag, from the violation from the city. You will hear me call him verbatim, word for word. I won't leave anything out. So if you want to hear what it's like to talk to somebody who just red tags your freaking fix and flip, then you will hear that as well. And that leads me lastly to talk to my contractor. He's sitting there going, dude, what are we going to do? Are you going to get the permits? Am I going to get them? Can we continue to at least just tear down the garage? So you're going to see me get on the phone and text the city and see if I can do just a little bit additional work, or if they're like, no, stop order. Do not touch this damn thing no more. So, hey, this is part of the business. This could kill us. This could, be a major hindrance on, now it extends it. Maybe extends it a couple weeks. I don't know. Maybe it costs a bunch of money for the permits. I don't know. I'll break the news right now. It's double the fine right now because we got red tagged during work, but you will learn maybe how I can abate that later on. And now you have to start thinking about that if you're weeks or months later because of this kind of stuff, these holdups, that starts to weigh into your hard money loan payments. So all of this, we're going to break it down. You're going to hear all of these conversations. And then at the end, when I'm done talking on the phone, I will actually go to the city website, start looking into all the permits so that you'll know exactly how to do this. I also finally get a copy of the violation. So you're going to be able to read exactly what it says and what I need to do. So I don't know if there's ever been a video of getting red tagged on a house flip before, but now there is on YouTube, and I'm going to give it all to you guys. So let's get back to that video. Damn it. So
I mean, I don't want to laugh.
I know
It sucks.
it does suck, but I'm kind of laughing too. Yeah,
It happens, man.
yeah. Honestly, I think if I hadn't talked to you and other people, I'd be like, I mean, my heart is racing, and I got to call this guy.
Which house was it?
Homan.
Oh, that's not so bad, man. It's better than it's not Honeycut, because Honeycut, they might have gone back and made you do drawings for the extension. So honestly, it's not bad. What did they tag you on?
It just says stop work immediately. I have to call him.
Yeah. Okay. You're okay, because the one which really, really hurts is structural.
Okay.
Now, if it's structural and foundation, Freddie knows how to deal with it. He's just gonna put the drawings in, and you're good.
My foundation guy. Yeah.
Yeah. But if it was structural and Honeycut, then what they might want you to do is retroactively go and do drawings for that extension.
Okay, so now what about, like, we tore the what they probably got us on is because the garage is torn down, and what I'm gonna say is, yeah, it was completely rotten and falling over. So
oh, gotcha. Okay. Yep.
They're probably going to want to see plans on that. Now, do I go, hey, we're actually thinking about building a mother-in-law quarter? Do I just draw that? Like, how does that all go?
Well, now you're on the radar.
I know.
They're going to be going past that house every week.
Which is fine. So, yeah, I want to do it right, and I got to learn from this.
Yeah, so whatever you're doing now, you just need to submit the plans for.
And that's what I was wondering is, like, yeah, that thing was falling down, so we're rebuilding it, but I don't want to leave out that, hey, we're actually going to build it into a mother-in-law quarter. So now I probably need to tell them it was falling over, and we're deciding to do just build a bedroom and a bathroom back there.
Yeah. So you'll have to get all the drawings for it. I do have a guy who can do drawings. But what's Ishmael saying?
He just texted me today, or just called me just literally 10 minutes ago. It was like, dude, we just got red tagged. He wasn't there, but, his workers were. I guess the guy, they let him walk right in. I don't know if your guys always said no to them or just,
Well, you want to stay good with especially in little towns like Baytown.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to Ishmael, and normally it's like a very small office, so it's one or two guys.
Yeah.
So if you get if you're going to do a lot of flips there and you get a good relationship
that's
with them,
what I want to do, yeah.
It seems almost corrupt, right? Because if they like you, they're going to make your life easy, and if they don't like you, they're going to make your life miserable.
Yeah. Okay, I just need to call them.
If you do everything correctly and they like you, then, like, it's It's an easier process.
How long do you feel like the drawing takes place, like on average when you had to do this? How long did it take?
Well, for Baytown, it's quicker because they can get out there pretty quickly and do the inspections. But when it's like Harris County and you have to do everything, they have a system called Project Docs and you have to submit everything online. Then you're just sitting on your hands waiting for that particular inspector to get out and sign off on it.
Okay.
So the problem with like structural for Harris County is it can take them 2 or 3 weeks after you submit everything to get out there and green tag it.
So, okay, so then they actually green tag it. Red light, green light.
Yep.
Who's the guy that you use to do drawings?
He's just like an architect. He'll go in there and do CAD, and he knows how to get the drawings where they'll approve it through the city.
Okay, and he can do them pretty quick and easy?
Yeah, but Ishmael might have somebody too if he likes them because because he's going to have to go off of his drawings.
Okay.
So he might have somebody too who knows, and I'm sure he's had to deal with the city before.
Yeah. Okay.
So he might know the whole process, and he might be able to just knock it out for you.
All right. Text me over your engineer or your architect, and then I'll reach out to him. I'll talk to my contractor, see if he's got anybody. But right now, I'm just gonna give Baytown a call and just see what's up with them. I'm just gonna say, nothing structural, just in there, just cleaning it up. Old drywall ripped out, replaced new floors.
Just find out what they tagged you on.
True. Yeah, just see what they want, I guess.
I mean, you didn't. I know you're doing the electrical there. Did you pull the meter?
No.
Okay, because that will always flag them too.
Yeah.
It'll flag either Center Point or Texas, New Mexico.
Gotcha.
You have to, once you pull that meter, they work with the city.
What about disconnecting power?
Who did you get it disconnected from?
Well, what if you like disconnected power real quick? That'll flag that smart meter too?
No. If you just like turn it off from the mains, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
But what I mean is you have to, so if Center Point come out and they pull that meter off,
yep,
then they need a green tag on that meter to replace a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So some people think like, oh, well, I'll redo the electrical. I'll get them to pull the meter, and then I'll just call them. But you actually need an electrical permit to get it back on.
Okay.
So it's it's a pain.
Yeah, I'm just okay. I'm gonna call them and I'm dreading this call. This is not my cup of tea. I don't like confrontation or any. So I am.
It's not. It won't be confrontation. They deal with us every day.
Every day.
Times a day.
Yeah, as long as I'm not confrontation, I'll just be good. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and what you have to remember too is they don't penalize you more than it is like starting the whole process.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not really that big of a deal.
Okay.
It's only a big of a deal when they become a-holes.
Yep. Okay, cool, man. Well, I'm going to give them...
Normally on that tag, they have I don't know what Baytowns look like, but normally on that tag, they have some little boxes on there, and it tells you what they've tagged you for.
Okay.
And
all right.
Also, a lot of times, they'll put the inspector's cell phone number on there.
Yeah, he gave the business card. So I have his business card, and I'm just going to call him and just, hey, I don't live there. My contract, what's going on? What can I answer any questions, whatever?
Yeah. And fingers crossed he's just cool, and he'll tell you the process and tell you why he tagged it.
Okay, cool.
But if your guys are in there and he saw, he might have seen, is the foundation covered up or is it still exposed?
I don't know, to be honest. So yeah. I haven't been there in a couple days. It's probably still exposed. All the drywall's back up, so there shouldn't be anything like you couldn't see, anything being taken out. We didn't really even do much structurally. We just kind of took that one little, it was a non-load bearing wall out. But other than that, it was just getting all the old stuff out that was cracked and rotten and then replacing it with new.
Yeah.
And then, the foundation or whatever.
Yeah, just give him a call. Ask him what is it he saw when you get permits on, and go speak to your contractor and just kind of play.
Okay.
You don't live there. I'm
going to give him a call, man, and I'll let you know right after this.
All right.
Okay, man.
Don't be worried.
All right. Bye. I don't know why I felt like, I wanted to call Hard Money because I know he'd been through this so many times. You can kind of see I'm just like shaking right now. I don't want to do this phone call, but obviously I have to. So I'm going to call him. You guys will hear everything. And my goal is just, I'm a very easygoing dude. I'm just going to try and be as nice as I can with it and we'll figure it out.
Hello, it's Alex with the City of Baytown.
Hey, Alex, my name's Jackson. My contractor got a hold of me. I'm doing a flip there off of Homan, and apparently you'd gone by there today. Hey, how are you? I was just calling to get some information from you of what I need to do.
Yeah, no problem. It's just simple. Just apply for permits, and then that's it, literally. All we ask is that you apply for permits.
Oh, okay.
But there is a process for it, so let me run you through real quick.
Yes.
So from what I saw, it's a total remodel. You're doing everything, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC. It also looks like you guys are doing some. So there was a garage there that was
falling
demolished.
over. Yeah.
So you typically need a demolish permit.
Oh, you do?
So,
okay.
yes, so that's one. And then, but my advice, just put everything on a remodel permit. You can put everything on there, include all the context of the work that you're doing. But from what I saw, you're going to need electrical, mechanical, and plumbing permits, sub permits as well. And you're going to need engineering plans to show all the changes that you're doing. Specifically because like demolishing the garage, that's a structural change.
Mm-hmm.
We typically require a demo permit. And I don't know if you're deciding to build a second garage, which will absolutely require engineering plans.
Okay. What
and
if
you're doing anything structural on the inside of the house as well, engineering plans.
Yeah, not on the inside. It was replacing all the old drywall. It was really old, so we just replaced all that, and then new flooring, in kitchen and stuff. So it wasn't a lot on the inside of the main house, but the garage was rotten and falling over. So yeah, we were just tearing that down to. So question, and obviously I needed permits. It really doesn't matter anyways. We were thinking about building just like a mother-in-law quarter out there instead to try and maybe, up the value a little bit. So just same thing. You just need to get a drawing and submit that.
Right. So there's all kinds of requirements here with the city of Baytown.
Okay.
They have to meet the 150 mile per hour wind, whatever structure you plan on building that's greater than 200 square feet.
Okay.
Greater than 250 square feet. If it's just greater than 200 square feet, if it's like an accessory structure that's not attached, it just needs a permit. But typically, that sounds like a big project. So my advice, apply for the permit. And if you can, reach out to one of the planners and reviewers. Just include the context of everything you're trying to do. And once they do the initial review, they'll ask you for additional information if they need it, which sounds like it may happen. So if you're planning on doing anything extra or putting any other structures out there, definitely just talk to us. We'll tell you where you can put it or if you even can have it.
Okay. Yeah, we were just going to build it the exact same size as the garage. Just it was falling over, so we decided to build new.
Perfect, because there will be setback considerations, and depending on where you want to put the garage, you may have to move it into the property a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But this is so we avoid any kind of situations where you put something there and then you have to totally change it anyways.
Okay, cool.
So I want to save you as much trouble and as much time as possible, but just be aware that when you do apply for the permits, since you started the work without them, they will have a double fee associated with them.
Okay.
And so just so you're aware.
Okay, double fee.
I don't want you to get any surprises, but for the future, like any project you do here in Baytown will require pretty much permits. The only things that it doesn't is like painting, carpet, changing out cabinets, toilets, etc.
Okay.
Like anything cosmetic doesn't require permits, but anything that's plumbing, electrical, HVAC, or structural absolutely requires permits.
Okay, so sorry, brand new at this.
No problem.
Do you go to the Baytown this website or?
Yes, sir. So if you go to the main website, in the middle there should be I want to apply for permit, and then there should be a go button. Just hit the go. It'll take you to the CSS portal, and on there you just type in the search bar remodel, and there should be one for residential specifically, and that's the permit you need to apply for. And just like I said, include the context of the work that you're doing, and if you can, if you already have plans drawn for what the changes are, like the electrical plans or plumbing plans, all that. So like that's why I say like you're probably gonna likely need an engineer to design these plans for you, or if you can draw them yourself, and if the engineer says, hey, these are good, he'll sign off on it.
Okay.
The important part is to have the engineer's signature or seal. Seal on every single page.
A seal on every page of.
Yeah, it's like their license.
Yeah.
Or if they don't have a seal, their license number and their name and signature should be fine. But it does have to reflect on every single page.
Okay, so that was pretty quick. I'm at the website here, and then I'm at building permits. Where do you click?
So at the top, somewhere there should be like a search bar.
Yeah.
Just type in there remodel, and then there should be a commercial and a residential. You want the residential one. It should come up as like remodel alteration or something like that.
Is this baytown.org?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm looking for, and I typed in remodel, and it brings up, let's see.
So just to get you to the page, the main page you have to go to is baytown.org. On there in the middle, there should be like a go button. Just click on that, and it'll take you to a different website, which is the Citizen Self-Service portal. On there, there should be a search bar somewhere just below like the little header. Just type in there remodel. There should be one for residential remodel.
Gotcha.
As long as it has residential and remodel, that's the permit you're looking for. It may have other words associated in there because there's other things that it applies to.
I got you right there. Remodel residential. Okay, cool.
And so that's the permit you want to apply for. Just like I said, include the context of the work. Like Don't if you say that all you're doing is cabinets and flooring, when they look at the pictures that I did take, they're gonna see that you did demolish the building. They're gonna have questions just from off that. So
Yep.
my advice, if you want it to go as fast as possible, just try and be upfront.
Yeah.
We're not here to make it harder for you.
I love it.
We're gonna try and help you as best we can.
Okay, perfect,
But
man.
we just ask that you get permits. That's all.
Yeah. I know now. This should be a lot easier going forward. Okay, cool.
No problem. And for the future too, there are zones here in the city of Baytown. If you are in the residential, I forget what the acronym stands for, but it's RIZ, and they typically waive the permit fees if you're making home improvements in these certain areas in Baytown. So that's another thing that could help you for the future if you plan on doing this more here in Baytown, which is probably not a bad idea because houses are kind of cheap here.
Yeah.
And then I see them flipping for like double.
Do you ever find any super distressed funds that you know?
They're all over the place.
I know. Okay, so
They're all over
Riz.
here in Baytown.
I saw on the front page it said like, how to get free permits, so that must be that, huh?
Yes, sir. So you may not, even if the one that you have right now, the 220 West Alton, even if it was in the residential improvement zone, I think that's what it's called. It might be wrong.
Oh.
But even if you are in it right now, it's because you already started work on it. They probably won't waive the fees, and
Okay.
they will ask for a double fee. But this is just for future, in case you plan on continuing to do work here. I see a lot of people doing work here because, like I said, the houses are kind of cheap here.
Yeah.
They're all kind of messed up, and they need a lot of fixing. The people that live here can't afford it.
Okay, I just found it, the revitalization incentive zone. So everything
That's what it is.
inside of that red is free permits.
It may be.
Maybe.
I don't want
Could
to
be
say
waived.
I don't want to. Yes, and there may be other benefits to it as well. I don't really run that program, so I'm not too familiar with it. But I like to mention it to people like you, in case you are going to continue or do some other things here.
Okay, cool.
We don't want you to not do business here. We want you to do it. We just want you to get permits. That's it.
Awesome, man. Well, this conversation, although it's a lesson, went a lot better than I thought. I really appreciate your time, man, and explaining all this to me. This is cool. I'll probably be talking to you a lot more in the future.
Yeah, please. Save my number if you ever have a question.
I will.
If I can't help you, I'll just point you to the direction that you need to get in communication with you need to. Sorry.
Awesome. And it looks like you go by Alex.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. And then, I'll text you if I have any other questions going forward to getting these.
Awesome. All right. Well, what was your name again, sir?
Jackson.
Jackson. Okay. It was nice meeting you, Jackson, and I hope to help you out if you have any questions in the future.
All right, Alex. I appreciate you.
No problem. You have a good day, sir.
You too.
Right,
Bye.
bye.
All right, so now I'm going to call my contractor. Honestly, that went way better. And hearing that, now they have this opportunity. They actually want you to do it, and you could get basically the permit fees and all that waived. Then you just don't even have to worry about this anymore. It's been obviously something we've been thinking about, on doing these, but you talk to all these flippers and avoid them if you can. But man, if you can just do it up front, get it done, we'll see. So now I'll call my contractor.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Jackson, I was just trying to give you a heads up. I talked to the electrician because he was there too.
Yep.
He said the guy went in, checked everything, took pictures of everything, said, hey, man, you guys need to pull a permit for plumbing,
Yep.
electrical, and air conditioning.
Yep, I know. I just got off the phone with him. He's actually really, really cool, dude. He told me the same thing, and especially the garage. So he said basically, and I got it up on the website. I got to go through it and figure it all out. But we have to apply for the permit, and then in there, like if we're going to build that structure in the back, we just got to submit a drawing. So I talked to Hard Money Joe too about this. He said he has a good architect who can draw these things up, unless you do too. So basically, just got to draw it up to what we're going to build, and then we can submit that,
Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem at all.
Yep.
But did he tell you anything about you having to be insured and all that stuff?
Nope, nothing. Just said get the permit in there. But I did learn some cool information because, well, not cool for this one, but we got to apply for the permit and pay for it. And if you get red tagged, usually it's double fees, so we may have to pay extra on this one. But going forward, he said, dude, we want to work with you. We want to clean up Baytown. In fact, it's called the RIZ, R-I-Z. We have these zones inside of here that, and even some of them outside of the zone that as long as you just come in and apply for those permits right out of the way, we have the ability to waive all the fees. So it's free,
Really?
free permitting. Yeah, he goes, we want people cleaning it up. We really do. We want to work with you guys. But if we catch you obviously during it, and we have to red tag you, it's going to be double the fees. But going forward, just always text me and call me. I can let you know anything and get you in contact with anybody. And if you're in that, which I'm looking, and everything we're doing is in this RIZ zone right now. It's everything south of 146 basically is in that RIZ revitalization incentive zone. So they would waive all the fees. That way we never have to worry, but
Say, dude, wave them now.
Well, that's what he said. He goes, unfortunately, when we catch you in the act, but we're just going to continue to play cool. We're doing a lot of business there, and I'm just going to, I'm going to text him a lot and really kind of ask him a lot of questions, and we should just probably meet him too, so we can ask him a lot, and then he gets to know us,
Yeah. Let's do that. So I'm about to take off to that house in Baytown.
Yep.
Here in just a few.
Okay.
Go check that out and see what's up with that. But yeah, I told the guy with the skid steer to go back over there and finish demoing and get it out of there today.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully they're cool with that. You do have to get demolition permits and everything going forward.
But you didn't see what's left of it?
No, I haven't been there.
No, I thought I had sent you the pictures.
Oh no, not me. No.
1 second. Let me see.
But
I'll show you.
I'll go through this pot. Do you have a guy who does drawings that does really good, or should I just use Hard Money's guy?
I have a guy.
Does he?
All we got left is the back wall, Jackson.
Oh, we got the back wall. Yep, it's gone.
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
You go over there and pick that up and get it out of there. That's it. You know why I wanted it gone, Jackson? Because of the asbestos.
Oh yeah. Could have been in that wall. Okay, well, I'm gonna go through this permitting, and then if you have a guy, so he said that on the drawing we have to submit it, and then each page has to be sealed. It has to be from like an actual architect or whatever. He said if you use any of them, they usually do that anyways.
That's what I got.
And then so just submit what you want to build back there, or have him draw it up, and then you got to go off those plans too. What?
You know what sucks is that now it's gonna cost us
to
do that.
Yep.
So so that's, I don't care about the fine because it's not as much as we're gonna spend now for all the permitting.
Yep.
So normally, just so you know, on on like what we did at the other job site where we moved the air conditioner, relocated the water heater.
Yep.
Did everything that we did. They're not gonna waive those fines. They're gonna get you on all those costs.
He didn't mention anything of a fine. It's just permit fees now.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. The fees, not fines, fees. The fees, they don't waive those. They're gonna nail you on every bit of it. Not only are they gonna nail you on that, they're gonna make you wait on every inspection. So the other house is done. So we're all I got left at the other house is adjust some of the doors, some of the trim, the baseboards, put carpet in the bedrooms, and put the LVP over here in the countertop, and we're done. It's painted. Cabinets are painted. Restrooms got toilets in them. They got their shower. They're good to go. We're golden.
Sweet. Well, let's I'll come a little later this week, and we'll look at that, and then try and get it listed here in the next week. And then what we'll do is work on this one to just get all the permits in and get it done, and then going forward, we may just, especially if we can get it all waived, all the permit fees.
Oh yeah.
That's the way to do it.
I agree.
So I'll go through it. I don't know how much these permits cost or what, but it sounds like we're double now. So
they're not very expensive in Baytown.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not very expensive. Plus, if anything, I think we're going to be up on permits. Probably the cost of permits, probably I'm going to say another $1,600 maybe max.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what you're gonna have to do. When are you gonna try to pull the permit, or you want me to go?
I don't know. I'm just getting on right now to create an account and try and go through all this stuff. I don't really know. I mean, I was gonna do it.
So if you're gonna do that, that's awesome. That is awesome. Do what you got to do on that, since you have all the insurance information. Anyway.
Yeah.
Do everything like a homeowner, basically.
That's what I'm gonna do.
They give you it's a lot easier to deal with stuff like this when you're dealing with it like a homeowner instead of a contractor. They give the contractors a way harder time.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just try and go through all of it, get it all paid up, and then we just need to get the drawing. Yeah, because we're gonna have to pull. It's a full apply for a. It's called I can't remember what he called, not a renovation, but basically a full permit to do a remodel permit. Yeah. And then from there, it's air conditioning, it's electrical.
Like it's like the father permit.
Yeah, so.
And then the electrician has to pull the permit on his own, and then the plumber has to pull his own permit. Then the AC guy's got to pull his own permit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see what all that is and try and just get it all done or whatever.
Yeah, let me know how that goes, because we're going to finish the cleanup. Should I finish sheetrocking or no?
Man, I wouldn't. Let's not do anything to piss them off. I mean, at this point, it's just let's just get out of there and get it figured out, you know, because if they're gonna work with us,
not even the cleanup of the demo.
Man, they said stop work. He's gonna be going by there all the time now. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. What I'm saying though,
I'll text him right now and be like, hey, can we finish just cleaning that up so it's not a disaster? I'll text him. He said text him on anything if you want me to.
Just say, hey. Yeah. If you want, just text him. Say, hey, man. It's because I would hate to do that because he's gonna say you needed a demo permit.
No, he already said that. Yeah.
So I mean, it's already demoed. It's just literally just picking up the trash.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna just say is, hey, can we continue just cleaning up?
Pick up the trash.
Yeah, and then.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that, honestly, and him say, yeah, that's fine, or no, don't, but then getting caught again. Then they're going to be like, all right, dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah, do it.
So let me text him real quick, and I'll let you know ASAP. But other than that, yeah, I'll just go through what we need. I would just have your guys start drawing up the plans of, you know, that bedroom, bathroom back there, everything, so we can get it submitted too.
He'll have it by tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Hard Money Joe told me is that he goes, it's a lot easier in Baytown because they'll just come out there the day of or 2 days of. He said the city of Houston is awful. It takes like 2 or 3 weeks, and you got to go through all this online stuff. And so hopefully it won't take us but maybe a couple days to get this thing going, and we'll be back up and going.
Awesome, Jackson.
So we'll do what we got to do, man.
It doesn't take us but I'm gonna have send the cabinet guys over tomorrow to pick up all the boxes.
Okay.
And bring them to my house so they can finish the drawers and the doors and all that. That way we'll finish tomorrow. Or if not, I'm gonna leave that alone for a day and send them to the other house to go fix the doors, the trim, the baseboards, all that, to get the floors installed and be done.
That's what I would do is let's just get that other one 100% done then, and so we can get it listed.
Get it out,
Yep.
That is a great idea. Thanks, Jackson. Let me know what they say.
Okay, sounds good, man.
All right, thanks.
All right, bye. So, as you can hear there, I think best case scenario is just get out of there. Just stay away, but I am going to text him right now and just say, you know, hey, well, I'll let you know. Hey, Alex, it's Jackson. Thanks for your time today, period. I'm online trying to get all the permitting done. Just had a question. Would it be okay if we just cleaned up the trash from the garage and got it out of there so it doesn't have to sit like that and be an eyesore to the neighbors, ? Or do we need to just completely stop? See if I sent that right. All right, we'll see what he says to that. So basically, I'm not going to show it because, you know, you guys are flipping all across the country, maybe even in different countries now, but I'm going to be going through the website here and submitting everything. So what I'll do in some future videos, so make sure you guys are subscribing. As you know, this is a house flipping business from the ground up. So this one's actually my third flip. We've only sold one. We're working on 2 right now. This is so the third one. I'm brand new. I've never been red tagged before, but a lot of this stuff has never happened to me either. So I'm documenting this entire process, and trust me, you think this is difficult to freaking open up to you guys that I got red tagged and have these conversations? Like, it ain't easy. So I would appreciate, you know, you guys hit that like button and also, you know, subscribe, because in the next few videos I'm going to go through our drawing, submitting it, and what, you know, what this looked like. And then obviously in the future, if we get more in this area, I'm going to do the permitting beforehand and try and get everything waived and for free, you know, so I'll be able to teach you guys that too. And I would imagine there's a lot of cities, a lot of areas that have these opportunities that I definitely didn't know about, so I'm sure you didn't. There's a lot of incentive programs out there to revitalize these areas. So, you know, this is something that he actually just texted back. He said, do you have a good mailing address to receive letters? I will send you a notice of the violation that has the summary of the violations. What simply amounts to the work without a permit, and how to abate the violation. The hell does abate mean? What? You guys are probably laughing at me. Does abate mean? To reduce. To reduce the amount. So maybe we can get it reduced a little bit. That's awesome. I will get that out, and I'm also going to see if he'll email it to me. So in the next videos here, I'm going to talk about if I was able to get it reduced, and every step that it took to get that flip going again. So we were cruising. We were doing awesome, but now we got to move forward. So my contractor's calling me back. We'll see what he says. Hey, what's up?
Hey, buddy, just so you know, they told Oscar they can do cleanup.
They can do it?
They told him they can only do cleanup. But I don't know if that meant hauling the trash away or not.
I just texted him and he said, hey, do you have a good mailing address? I'm going to send you the notice of the violation that has the summary of all the violations, what simply amounts to the work without a permit, and then how to abate the violation, it says. And I looked up abate. I didn't know what that meant, but it says to to like reduce it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to really work with him a lot. I asked him,
awesome.
hey, can we get rid of all the trash? And he didn't reply to that. So I'm going to reply to him right now.
Okay. I think we can because he told the guys they can do cleanup.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, the demolition is done.
I'm asking him right now. I'm just asking if we can finish the cleanup around the property and then we'll get out of there.
Just to leave everything safe.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying that.
And I don't think we need a permit to clean the tree line that's on the fence line, I don't think, huh?
No, I wouldn't think so.
That's just like cleaning your yard, basically. The reason why I'm asking is because I'm going to send somebody over there tomorrow just to clean all the little branches that are sticking out from both neighbors. There's tons on the fence line.
Like, are they just going to be on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. And if he asked me, I'll just be like, yeah, I mean, you said we could clean up. So he says, I believe it will be fine to clean up. Just make sure to also apply for the demolition permit. I'll confirm with my boss, but I don't see a problem with continuing to remove garbage. Just please discontinue other work until permits are issued.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, perfect. Sweet. So this is, I think, the guy we're going to have to, make a good relationship. Yeah, and work with him. And just that way going forward, if we get a property into contract, we can just go right to him or right online, and I'm gonna say, hey, I'm pulling permits on this one, whatever, and we'll just get them done ASAP.
And I think what you need to do, Jackson, is tell them, we're doing YouTube videos on restoring Baytown, bringing Baytown back to life or something. I don't know.
I'll work my magic. I'm good with people, so I'll work with him, and that's why. But if we go forward and do this, and then we get all the fees waived, man, I mean that's killer, and then we never have to worry about this stuff. So I'm gonna send him so I got his email. We're talking right now, and we're gonna have to figure out. I just need that drawing for the garage in the back, and then
I'm already working on that.
Cool, and then we'll have to work. I'll work on all these other permits and all that, and then I'll work with him on just getting them all done.
Excellent.
Sweet. Okay, well, sounds good, man. I'll holler at you here soon.
Alrighty.
Okay. Bye. All right, so I'm applying for my permits, and it actually it gave me my own dashboard, and this actually has, a bunch of your plans, your inspections, all your permits, your fees. So obviously I don't have any yet. So I'm going to be going through it real quick. And of course, right here, if I had done this, your address or parcel is within the City of Baytown's Revitalization Incentive Zone. This means that you could qualify for city assistance or reduced permit fees. Find out if you qualify. So you basically go here and you use the parcel number. I'm going to see what that's all about. So the City of Baytown is offering waived permit, impact fees, tax refunds on qualified construction, improvement, or new construction. The goal of RIS is to promote economic development and encourage rehab of affordable housing. Property must be within the RIS boundary. New construction, improvements on existing. What do I need? Proof of ownership with the deed. I have that. Work to be completed. Itemized budget sheet. How can the program help me? It can help you by permit fees are waived, and that's the building, electrical, plumbing, mechanical, miscellaneous plan reviews, impact fees, so yearly city taxes refund up to 5 years. Obviously, we're flipping, so to apply for it is right here. All right, so I entered everything in, and it says, continue, so next, and you look right there, it's right in the RIZ. So now I'm going to go through, I'm going to do all the permitting. I have no idea what this looks like, so I'm going to basically go through all this, and then in another video, I'm going to explain everything I did and if I was able to, abate this and get it cheaper or whatever. But that's just a look. I think you need to go, if you're going to be flipping, go to your government's board about, permitting. And, well, my camera got too hot. Let's finish the rest of the video. All right, so I was done with the video, but he already emailed me. He was going to mail me all the information, and I was like, can you just email it to me so I can get it? And I'm already going through the permit process, so I'm submitting all my permits and everything. Again, it's going to take some time, a couple days, but I did ask him, hey, can we just remove, sorry, I'm trying to get my speaker down, my microphone, can we remove the stuff that is basically a danger sitting there? And he said, as long as you're doing that, not doing any more demo, but get that done and get out of there. But basically the failure was to obtain a residential permit. A residential permit is required. Any owner or owner's authorized agent who intends to construct, enlarge, alter, repair, demolish, or change the occupancy of a building or structure, or to erect, install, enlarge, alter, repair, remove, convert, or replace any electrical, gas, mechanical, or plumbing, the installation of which the regulated by this code, or to cause such any work performed, shall first make an application to this. So I kind of went through a lot of this, and basically it just repeats itself, but you got to, you know, obtain a permit. But here's what the violation, you know, also says. It says stop work order residential. So it's unlawful to continue. Any person who shall continue any work in or about the structure after having been served a stop work order, except such work as a person is directed to perform or to remove a violation that is of unsafe condition, right? So shall be subject to penalties prescribed by law in the code 8114B. Unlawful continuance, any person who shall continue to work in or about the structure after having been served with a stop work order, except such work that the person is directed to perform. So basically, yeah, they want you out of there. And it really goes on to just kind of repeat itself. So with that being said, I'm going through the permit process. We're going to continue on with this video. I'll explain a little bit more of what's going on, but I did finally get, you know, the notice to me, and I've been actually texting back and forth with him. He's been pretty cool, and we're emailing now. You know, he attached the violation, and he said, just to reiterate our phone conversation, please apply the remodel permit, including all trades as necessary, electrical, mechanical, plumbing, and the demolition permit. So you do have to get a separate demolition permit for the garage. The remodel permit will likely require engineering plans. So it's actually not 100% that it will, but most likely, including electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and any new structures can be all placed on the same remodel permit. So one permit for the remodel permit. So I'm going to be submitting that. I'm finishing it up and submitting the remodel permit now. All right, now we've basically got the okay right now to continue cleaning up. We've demoed the garage. We just need to get it into the dump, clean some branches up, but we're not going to do any more work. Now I got to spend some time going through the permit process. So I will be doing that, sending out the emails. Again, in future videos, we will be doing the, you know, what's going on with this permit. And then also our second flip is looking awesome. I can't wait to get in there and see it all done. And hopefully we can list that next week. You know, today it's Tuesday. I know you guys are seeing this, you know, maybe a week later or so, a couple days later anyways. Hopefully by the time you guys are watching this, we're getting ready to list the next property. So you see profit, loss, mistakes, everything that happened with that, and if we were able to sell it, everything with that. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button, comment down below any questions you have, or if you've ever been red tagged, you know, what the procedures are. If I'm an idiot, whatever, let me know that in the comments too. So I appreciate you homies. Ground up house flipping business. And if you want to see how my very first flip, which was going to make me a little over $80,000, only made me about $50,000 because of a massive mistake that came up when selling it, this video right here. I got hit with a busted up nasty foundation. It almost cost me about 50 grand and killed the deal. See how I got out of that one right here.